game. So my barbarian is black, my cleric is gold, my halfling is orange, and my ward, the soldier, is blue. And so this is the marching order they'll be in, basically in the country. So first thing we're going to do, we don't know our mission, we don't know where we're at in the world. I want this to start literally organically. So I know my marching order, I don't know where I'm at. So first we're going to roll very simply 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to roll this to see where we start this adventure. 1, we're going to start in Cowtown. Cowtown is a stone city that secures a bridge across to Harvest Town, where they harvest and they bring foods that can be distributed throughout the kingdom. Cowtown is a hustling, bustling metropolis. Mostly, though, it is where they distribute all of the harvest and all of the things up and down the rivers, etc., etc. So Cowtown is also the home of Sheila and Ward. Sister Sheila grew up here in the church, and Ward was a soldier at home here. Now, in this book, I've got to find out what mood Cowtown's in. All of my cities, every time you adventure into any location, we have to roll to see the situation, and this is true of my system agnostic book. What is everybody's mood in Cowtown before we start? 3, normal, but do not trust visitors. Well, fortunately, Sheila and Ward are known here, so maybe Jax and Simon get the cold shoulder from vendors, etc., etc. So right now, we're going to start this adventure. This will be Adventure 1 at Cowtown. Now we need to find out. We know where we're going to start this mission. Now we need to roll the quest and see what our quest is. Page 39. I'm going to use what monsters, the quest chart in the book that the monsters might actually throw at us. Makes sense to use this. So let's see if we get a quest while in Cowtown. 5. 5 says, let peace be your way. Let peace be the way. And we have to resolve an issue. Let's see where we have to resolve the issue of peace. Let's see where that's going to take us on our adventure. 6. It's going to take us to Rock Island. What are you kidding me? So we have to secure a boat with all the gold we currently have on us. Oh man. So that means 8, 3, 9, 17, 20. All of our gold is used to secure the boat. So we're going to be broke. 6. So we will have no money left. We had to secure a boat on behalf of the church. So it makes total sense, right? Sheila's leader at the Sisterhood Church in Calton has said, let peace be the way. And we'll make an assumption here that let's go ahead and just assume. So we've secured a boat. And that's, by the way, this is all my rules. We haven't even started the dungeon crawl yet. All right, so we know this is using my rules for the hex crawl. We have our marching order where no matter where we're at. We started the game in Calton. We need to roll now to see, let's see here. We're starting in Calton. Our quest is going to be at Rock Island. We have secured our boat. Now to navigate, so we want to head, we're going to go on our boat. We get to move 1 full length per day to here. If I roll a 1, we're going to have to go back. 4, so we're good. So he manages to get us halfway between Calton and Rock Island in day 1. We now have to camp. Camp is assumed good, right? We don't have any encounters with camp. What isn't assumed the next day is our sustenance. This would be fishing, and it has to be done by Jax or Simon in nature, right? So we can move 1 pawn length per day. Done it. We can only stop on an activity. We can only stop to camp or at our arrival at our destination. Well, right now, we're camping technically on the boat. So the next morning, every day we move, the party must sustain itself. Barbarian, elf, halfling must make a daily roll for the party. A 1 means we lose a life point as we did not eat and sustain our health. This is made every day, of course. Okay, any life lost will automatically be given back the minute we succeed at a sustenance roll the following day. Hex procedure: we must make a sustenance check. Then we can move. We can pursue activity, which would occur as a random encounter or a dungeon crawl. Okay, next would be pursue activity, and then of course we repeat for the next day. So all we have to make now to make the move to Rock Island is first a sustenance check. Don't roll a 1. All right, so Simon's able to fish over the course of the evening and the night, and we're able to eat and drink. And now we need to make a navigation check to make the final move to Rock Island right there. And we will have made it without a problem, hopefully, if I don't roll a 1. 3. So we arrive at Rock Island on our second day. As we arrive, let's just make a random seed check on my Rock Island charts. 5. 5 says an old mine entrance, Rock Island Mine. There we go, man. That's going to be our first dungeon, Rock Island Mine. So we're going to start right now. So we arrive, floating up, looking for the pirates. Evidence leads us to an old mine. So now my marching order changes. In dungeons, it's blue. It's going to be the soldier. Soldier's leading the way. Sheila in the dungeon, yellow. She is still second, despite being also second in the marching order in the country. And of course, third is Simon, and he carries a torch or a lantern. We must have a lantern. And last will be the barbarian taking up the rear guard for the party. So 1 through 6 is our entrance. 3. Entrance. All right, there we go. Now we have our entrance right here in our marching order. Okay, so we're headed this way, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and black some of this in around our dungeon entrance. Let's see here. Ward is going to lead us straight ahead. We're going to go straight down to our first door, and we can backtrack to these other avenues. Wow, and we just roll 2. So I'm going to go ahead and roll. Since Ward is leading, we're going to roll both dice. Ward will be the 10's number. So Ward Asher, 24. So Ward Asher leads the way. 24. 24 for Ward Asher takes us to a very interesting doorway. So we're going to let Ward, as he leads us, continue to roll. Again, he is blue. 5. 5 says empty. Roll on the special features table. So what is the special features here, Ward? Ward looks about the room under the lantern light of Simon. Armory. All characters can change their weapons if they want, within the limits of the weapons allowed by the character type. For example, a warrior using a sword and a shield may discard it for a two-handed weapon, or exchange his sword for a mace. Alright, here we go. We're going to let Simon search the halfling, as he has the lantern. And he has a reroll option. So we're going to let Simon search. Alright, Simon, whatever you do, buddy, let's not unearth wandering monsters. 5. No, the room, unfortunately, though, isn't. No, choose. Okay, 5. Choose. You find a clue, a secret door, or a hidden treasure. I think finds kicking over stones. He finds a hole in the wall as he rubs his hands across what appears to be an inordinately shiny stone on the wall that's been worked out clearly. He pulls it loose and finds a scroll with a random spell. So we have found a treasure of a scroll. Thank you, Simon. Good work, my friend, with the lantern. We are back to moving. Now we got to choose here. So we can go back up and down and around that corridor, or we can go through this door or through this straight door. I think we want to keep going deeper. And we're going to go ahead and from here and roll the green die for the special event. 3. A lady in white appears and asks the party to complete a quest. If you accept, roll on the quest table. If you refuse, she disappears. Ignore any future appearances of the lady in white in the game. Let's go ahead and roll the cleric for this. The cleric, potion of healing. So she wants a potion of healing. So lady in white. I'm going to leave it. So we're going to leave a puzzle box there. Circle that, right? We may return to it later. And let's continue now this direction. And we'll roll for Ward as he moves forward. 14. We're going to come to another one of those corridors. That's the second 14. So we stumble across 5 fungi folk. Woo! Fungi folk are level 3. Uh-oh, that's level 3. That ain't gonna be easy. Their treasure is normal. Any character taking damage from the fungi folk must versus 3 poison or lose life. Halflings add their level on this save. Reactions: 1 to 2 will ask for a bribe. 3 to 6 will fight. Okay, so we're going to wait and see how they react to us. 1 to 2, they will ask for a bribe. Remember, we want to negotiate as part of our successful game, we need to peacefully negotiate with 3 creatures. The Lady in White, we've agreed to do a quest for. That was one. We still have to succeed at that, but we have negotiated with the Lady in White. We accepted a quest, and it said at the beginning, you can accept a quest as one of those choices. We did that. Now, if we can roll a 1 or a 2 here, they will ask for a bribe. They want 1 to 6 gold per fungus. Unfortunately, we don't have it, so we may have to negotiate what the value of that scroll is worth, right? We may have to trade that scroll to them. So I need a 1 or a 2. Who will negotiate with the fungi folk? I'm going to think Simon, maybe, as Simon also has a better say. Maybe they're more inclined to listen to the little person. So we're going to let Simon negotiate, reaction to Simon. 1 or a 2, they'll ask for a bribe. No, they fight. Damn, so they're going to attack us. And we ultimately do get to go first. Fungi folk, here we go, folks. Let's get this first battle out of the way. Attack. So we're going to roll all the attacks. We need above a 3. 3 or better to kill fungi folk. Wow, so we're going to kill 1, 2, 3. And the choleric gets to add her level, I think, versus undead. Yeah, only versus undead. So she's the only one that fails to kill 1. So we have killed 3 fungi folk, just like that, folks, down to 2. Now, they get to fight back. So we're going to certainly have 1 attack her, and we'll have another attack our leader, Ward. We can choose who we want him to attack. So here we go. They need to hit us. We're defending. We get +1 for light armor, +2 for shield for both of these characters. So they have to roll. They would have to roll. Let's see here. That's technically they're adding +1 to their rolls to hit us. +2 to our defense checks. So they need to roll 5s, 5 or 6 to hit us. Oh, 5 and 6. She suffers a wound. I don't believe it. These fungi folk are angry. So we both suffer damage. This is nuts. You can see how I need to organize all of my books here. I'm going to need index cards for my characters. So she now is down to 4. Ward is down to 7. 6. And we have to make saving throws versus their level to avoid a poison. So she's going to roll this. I'll roll this. So we have to roll 3 or better to avoid poison for those, and it is no, we're both going to suffer poison. Holy cow, poison does what? Another life point. Gee, many Christmas. So she's in trouble. So Ward is at 5, and she is at 3. Man, here we go, round 2. We have got to dispatch these fungi folk. Come on, barbarian. And yes, we're going to kill the last 2. Even she retaliates, doing some damage, and we will have dispatched the fungi folk in this corridor. You know, all the treasure we can get. Looting. Who would be good at looting these bodies? Not the choleric. She is a woman of God. The barbarian may be uncouth enough. Simon is a young adventurer who's writing in his journals, drawing maps. Let's have the barbarian loot these creatures. 3. The barbarian gets a scroll with a random spell. Man, these aren't necessarily helping us. A scroll with a random spell. Let's find out. The barbarian searching gets a fireball. Gee, many Christmas. Fireball, I don't believe, can be used by anybody. The barbarian unearths the scroll off one of the bodies, points it out with the tip of his sword, as he is not allowed to handle any magical items. He scoffs and points it out to Simon the halfling. Simon scoops up the scroll, looks it over. It can be used, number equals the wizard, so it must be used by a wizard. So we will definitely have a scroll we can sell here, I think. So we need to roll 5+ to hit him. We need to roll a 5+ to avoid being damaged. We do not get our shield, so it's just 5+ for both of our armors. So we need a 5 or a 6 for David to avoid, for Ward to avoid it, and Sheila needs a 5 or 6 to avoid being damaged as we escape. Yeah, so Sheila avoids it, but Ward suffers a wound as we run away. So Ward now, unfortunately, is down to 4 hit points. As we run away, we're going to run away back way we came. There is a door to the top. There we can go back all the way where we came. We're going to go through this door. Wow, I think we're going to have to heal right now. She can heal. Let's go ahead and look up healing for her. She needs to heal level. Okay, so level 1, 1d6. So the cleric is going to heal. Ward, 1 plus 1 is 2 points. So Ward will get back 2. That's also one of her heals for the adventure. She's down to 2 heals. Let's go ahead and roll for a Ward. Ward is 4. Giant centipedes, 1d6. 3 giant centipedes are our next encounter. I don't believe you can negotiate with giant centipedes. So we escaped, we fleed these guys, we killed these guys, and now we have 3 giant centipedes. Okay. Nope, they want us to kill them, and that's what we're going to do. Here we go. We need 3 and up. Remember, if you get more points than their level, you kill multiple. So the barbarian hopefully is going to get 6. Yes, barbarian kills 2. Ward with his weapon plus 1 will kill 2. So we're going to wipe them all out in one shot. Thank God. These are vermin, so they don't give us XP. They don't give us treasure, but we have killed the giant centipedes very easily, and there is no treasure here. So in this quarter were giant centipedes, vermin. I guess I would put a V for vermin. Now we can go right. We're going to go right. And that's a corridor. So let's go ahead and roll, see what's in this corridor. In this corridor, headed right, is 7. 7 is going to be something. 7 is going to be minions again. Okay. D3 plus 3 goblins. 4 goblins. And I definitely want to negotiate with goblins, and that'll complete our quest for the first adventure ever. Level 3 creatures, -1 treasure. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll. There is a 1 in 6 chance. So on a 1, they surprise us. 3, they do not surprise us. If outnumbered, there are 4 of them. There's 4 of us. They'll flee on a 1 to 3. 12 pieces per goblin. 4 to 5, they'll fight. Okay, 2 to 3. We're going to win a bribe here. Come on, baby. 2 to 3. We want to talk them out of this. 5. Nope, they want to fight. They're level 3. So again, any 6s killed multiples. 3, she kills 1. Oh, the barbarian fails to kill any. 3 kills 1. And 3 kills 1. All right, so we're going to kill 3 of them. There's 1 left. Barbarian deflects it. It's over. Let's go ahead and see if this creature will flee. If you roll a 3 or less, the remaining monsters flee. Here we go. 3 or less, the remaining monster runs. 5, he wants to die. So here we go, folks. We're going to bear down on round 2 on this goblin. And, of course, we kill it. Let the man with the lantern look. 2 minus 1 is 6 gold pieces. That'll work, actually. We need gold bad. Oh, shoot. 2 gold. So we collect 2 gold pieces. Okay, so we're going to end up going through into a room. Let's roll for the room encounter. The room encounter. And let's go ahead and use the lantern with our leader, 5. 5 says empty room. Roll on the special feature table. Special feature with the lantern exposes a cursed altar. As you enter the room, an eerie glow emanates from a sinister altar. A random character is cursed and has now a -1 on his defense rolls. To break the curse, the character must either slay a boss monster alone, or enter a blessed temple, or have a blessing spell cast upon them by the cleric. Who is cursed? There's 4 of us. Whoever gets the lowest number will be cursed of our adventurers. 1, the barbarian. Oh, that figures. He would hate magic. He is cursed. Him to bless and take it off of him. So she is healed. And she is blessed once. So we're going to have to backtrack. There's no way out of here. So we're going to go back down. We have to roll. If we roll a 1, we run into a wandering monster. No, we're going to backtrack through here. All the way back out to the main encounter. So we have to backtrack another 1. Yep, now we're going to run into right here a wandering monster. Wandering monster 5. 5 is roll on the weird Oh, shite. And so we got to hit this thing 4 times. All characters at the beginning of the battle must save versus level 4 gaze attack or lose life. So we all have to save against level 4. This is crazy. So we need a 4 up, or they all get... Oh, 5, 5, 6. So the barbarian snuck up on, fails. He's going to lose a life point as this Cantalopus I have no clue what that is, and maybe I'm even saying that right. For an old veteran, you'd think I would know everything about these games. I do not. Wow. So, and he still gets his attack upon the barbarian. And again, the barbarian with armor needs to roll a 3 or better to avoid the attack, and it is a 1. He doesn't, so the barbarian's going to be hit. And he lost a life. Okay, so here we go. Now we're all going to get to attack this thing. +1 for our weapons. Let's see here. Most of us get a +1 level. So the cleric, the barbarian and the warrior get a +1 to their attack. We need a 4 or up, or 3 or up. Yes, so the barbarian's going to actually do 6. He's going to do a point of damage to this creature. He misses. Now Simon, -1 from his. Simon, actually with a -1 light weapon, still hits, and she hits. So we do 2 more points of damage. It's down to 1. And it gets to attack again. It's going to continue to attack the barbarian with a shield and weapon. He needed 4 and up. He will not get it. +2 is a 5. Needed less than a 4. And so we defend ourselves. Now everybody attacks this thing, and the barbarian crushes it at the end. Treasure +1 for that thing. This will count as XP. So we're going to get XP for that. And we're going to get, is it an epic reward? No, just the treasure +1. I like that. So we get to roll. Let's go ahead and let Simon with his lantern look. +1 is 6. 1 random magic item from the magic treasure below. Hot dog. Simon, what do you find? 7. He finds a fireball staff. Holy cow, very nice. So we're going to have to give that barbarian. We got to roll for him. Here we go. Let's see what he draws. As our boss is 2. It's an Orc Brute. Orc Brute boss. This is what you would do to finish the dungeon, is find your Orc Brute. A level 5. He's a level 5. So that's what we're going to do. He's going to attack as we flee. Coming into the room would be Ward. Leaving the room would be Ward. So let's give him 2 attacks against Ward. He is, again, his creature's level 5. Ward gets +1 for his armor. So I need to roll a 4 or better to avoid being hit on 2 attacks. It is going to be 5, and it is, so this one he's going to hit. The 4 +1, we're going to avoid both attacks. We add 1 to both over his level of 5. 5 +1 is 6. 4 +1 is 5. We avoid it. We're going to escape. Remember, our barbarian or Simon have to give us sustenance. Good. So we're going to move. Now, of course, our barbarian who's leading us has to roll not a 1 for us to be on track navigation. 4, we're good. So we roll here. We're going to camp in the boat. The next morning, Simon's going to feed us fish. No, he fails to. We all suffer a life point. Oh, he gets us lost. We end up in circles, can't quite navigate for whatever reason. Now the next day, Simon has to get us something to eat. Yes, he does. We all get back our point, fortunately. We lost. Now we need the barbarian to not get lost. 6, and we return to Calton. We go to the sisterhood, and she reports to the sisterhood. We manage to negotiate peace or to flee for whatever reason. However that works, we manage to do it, and we succeed at this quest. Our experience points in this journey, though, are 1, 2. We got 2. We killed the Catalopus. That's 3. So we got 3 XP we need out of 10. And we succeeded technically at quest 1. Nobody died. We do have a quest waiting here for Lady in White. We can go back for that. And by the way, that quest was taken right here. Right? That is where it's at.